Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is Bingo. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this, guys. This is my first episode ever of Bingo Guide to Challenges. Now, this one specifically is for the challenges that pop up in your bingo for kills. I didn't just complete it. We went out to dinner for my wife's birthday, but before we did that, it took me about an hour to do 4,500 kills, just in like an hour. And I used this method right here. So I'm gonna not show you how to build it. I'm gonna tell you how to build it, and then you guys can use this. Now, the first thing you need to do when you get on bingo is just unlock as many easy minion slots as you can. You need about 8 to 10 for this setup. You want your minions out here, and you want them to be spawning in free like this. You can make the area in front here smaller if you want. You could probably cut it down to about right here if you wanted to. Just you want to make sure you give them a lot of area and make sure they're together, so when that you hit them, not getting it to spawn. There we go, something like that. Kill a whole bunch of them at once, like that. Usually right here in the middle. So. And then behind this, you want a dark room. Now, I build mine this specific way. It's usually 60 by 20, and I usually do 20 wide, and then 60 long. And I usually do like 20 in the middle, and then like 20 on each side. So it's like even and dead center to the actual portal there. And then on top here, I always do half slabs. We can jump down here. I always do half slabs. I like the way dark oak looks, so I use dark oak on top. Make sure they're on the bottom half here, not the top half, and that will prevent spawns from up top here. Make sure nothing else, like don't leave no gaps down here like I've done there. Don't do that when you're dealing with the inside here. So you make sure you're making this dark room platform off to where the only place that your mobs can spawn in is inside this box. Okay? Once you've done that and you've unlocked your minions, you want to pick, unlock your minion slots. You want to pick the minion that you're going to be using for the kills. Now, I just happened to pick these two Endermen and skeletons, and that was because I had the collection here for bones and enders. Now, this is not going to increase your rates of collecting the bones. Alright, this is specifically for just kills, straight up kills. Yeah. So, now I don't know for sure that this actually works for kills on this, so let's test that. I'm at 5,000, I want to say 800, 5,083, and now we will go around and kill these guys. And then we'll check again. It did count, so it does count for kills on your Raider's Axe also. Now, when it comes to this kind of build, if you're doing like a 10,000, 8,000, whatever the number is, kills, it's really beneficial for you to use the Tactician's Sword and not the Raider's Axe. The only reason being is the Tactician's Sword gains more damage on its base damage based on the number of collections that you have at tier 7. If you're doing a bunch of kills, especially on your island like this, you're going to get your collections up really high. I'm just basically, for me, I've only done it for like 4 hours, and that's level 3. I haven't done slimes. That's level 4. That's level 3. And if you're going to grind this for a long period of time, you'll get your collections up to 7 in no time. So once you get that built and you have your barrier around so they can't walk off the edge, and you will need to your doorway here, you don't have to put a doorway in it, but you want to keep something because they'll just walk in here and out of range of your minions. You want them to stay out there. You want your guys in there to stay in there, so you want to put something in here. I used a fence gate. We're going to kill the stuff out here first. And then we're going to come in here. And then we're going to do a loop in here. Sometimes, it depends on how fast they spawn. You don't want to build this too big. I find about 20 by 60 is about as big as you want to make it and still be productive. If you make it too big, the opposite side will despawn, and it'll just leave the back open, and that can cause problems with spawn rates. So just be careful with that. Make sure that when you get to this side and you turn around, you can see the other side over there, and it's not despawning. If it's despawning, your darkroom is too big, basically. Once you've gotten to the point in here where there are not that many that's spawning in, like this, you want to come back out here. We want to make sure that these spawn in, so we're going to come back out here, leave this in here alone, we're going to move around out here, and you're going to just keep doing this. This is it. There you go. And then you'll come back in here and do your loop back in here. They've spawned back in. Now you can move this out just a little bit more, put it closer over here so that it's more room for you to be away from the spawn area in there, so they can spawn in more effectively. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And that is what I'm going to be calling the grinder, and I'm going to start using this on bingos whenever I need kills, because this is amazing. I have not, even spiders. You guys have watched my bingos. You know how many of these kill challenges I've had to do. Even spiders are not as good as this grinder is. For real. So, next bingo. You can try it out now. This video is going up the last day of bingo. You can do it in if you still need the kills and try to see if you can't get it for the end of bingo. If you are successful using this grinder, put it in the comments down below. And that is it. This is going to be the first episode and hopefully a long line of me going over the different bingo challenges, showing you guys the way I do them, and really effective or really effective ways to do your bingo challenges. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out the channel with YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notification when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings, you can come check out the videos. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them that you like it, there's a share tab down below. There's links there to social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on the YouTube community page. A couple of notes. Make sure you use something to kill them with that has looting on it. Alright, get the maximum benefit of that. And the armor doesn't really matter because you are 100% before you start doing these kills are going to have the accessory here from the shop. Where you at? Intimidation Talisman. You need this one in order for this to work. And that is because in here will spawn level 1 creepers. See him? Get out here. Oh, you go right through. He's always level 1, and if you don't have that on, they'll start exploding and destroy your thing. So, make sure you have the Intimidation Talisman before you do this build. Go get it first. It's 10,000 for the whole set, I think. We'll go look. Hold on a minute. Without the Intimidation Talisman, that whole setup doesn't work. It's like you're gonna get it blown apart. But the Adventurer here has the talismans, and the one that you need is this one right here. That's 10,000. You want to get them all, but the one you absolutely need for that build is this one right here, and that'll prevent the creepers from spawning in and then aggroing you and then blowing up. So those are the only two pieces of equipment you actually need to do this whole thing. And when you're doing your minions here, make sure you put some kind of increased speed on them so they do that. Doesn't matter which one it is, as long as they have increased speed, it increases their spawn rates. And you want to use minions that have a fast spawn rate. You can look that up under minions and look up specific minions and their base and their ending spawn rate. Just want to pick the ones that have the fastest. I think there's a few that have 12 and 13 together. Skeletons are one of them. I think zombies is also one of them. A really good one that I would never use is the spider one. Hold on a minute. Not the regular spider. Yeah, cave spider one. I would not use the cave spider. They I think there's this, like, they can get up to like 12 seconds, I think. So it's really fast. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here because I'm rambling. See you guys later.